Hey guys, Josh here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Seacons from the Super Guy Master Force series. Now we're going to take a look at these guys individually and do the transformations before we get into the combined mode of Piranacon, but I wanted to put them in a group shot and go ahead and tell you what their names are. So first off, you have the leader back here, which his name is Snaptrap. He's some kind of sea turtle. Over here you have Tentacle, which is a squid. Over here you have Overbite, which is a shark. Sea Wing, which is a manta ray. Then you have Scalor, which is a colon or something like that. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, but it kind of looks like a little piranha with legs or something like that. But whatever his name is. And then you have Nautilator, which is a lobster. So I believe in the 1988 set that in Japan these five came together, and the lobster Nautilator over here, he came separate. He didn't come in the combined form in the box set. So I think that was to save on cost, is what I've read. But I believe you could pick up this guy individually on his own. But I believe this one is the 2010 Hasbro version. So all 6 members came in that clear window packaging that you see sometimes with the Hasbro Masterpiece figures. So let's go ahead and take a look at our first figure. Alright, so we'll start off with Tentacle and kind of give you guys a little 360 so you can see all the little details. Very nice sculpt and design there. As you can see, some nice details in the stomach and the legs and feet there. Same with his tentacles over here. And he's got his little guns up here equipped. I'll show you a little gimmick with that. You can't see the robot hands, but it's a little unfortunate, but it does look cool this way. I do like it. Alright, so to put them in robot mode, we're going to take these guns off, set those to the side. Going to pull up on this section, rotate this around. And this section right here, it just comes back very easily. Stays there on the back. I'm just going to make sure the legs are extended there. Pop out those arms, fold these back, and you can equip his guns. Put them in whatever hand you want to. There we go. And there he is. Just want to make sure he's all focused in. I do like his little head sculpt there. If you can see that, it's very small, but they did stay in the lines whenever they colored it yellow there, so very nice. Does have quite a bit of back kibble, but still he stands fine. He just has just enough on the heel spurs there to make sure he doesn't fall over, but not too bad. He's probably one of the better ones, to be quite honest. So one other mode that these guys do have, I'll go ahead and get into that. You're basically, whenever you look for this guy, and so this is Tentacle guns, and as you can see, they're completely different. You get the holes on this end and little inserts on there. So if you're missing a piece to make this guy complete, make sure that you're looking for the correct end. Otherwise, if you have 2 of these, it's not going to go together. So you're going to push that together, just like so. And I guess this could be like a little double barrel gun for him as well, if you wanted it to be. But you're going to push these arms down. This section right here is just going to bring these legs around, just like so. And they're just going to sit on top. Everything else stays exactly the same. This is going to plug in at the end. And you have this piece that comes down. So it kind of makes like a little gun here. Now let me show you some other things that these guys come with. You're going to get 5 of these that look kind of like they're combiner feet. And these that look like guns, you're going to get 5 of those as well. Plug that in there. And you're going to get 5 of these that you'll plug on top of that. And then you can, plug them in there like that. And they can just stand if you wanted to display them that way. So I don't know why you would. There's 3 other, really cool modes, but yeah, there's his gun mode. So that is Tentacle. We'll get on to the next one. All right, now we're going to take a look at Overbite. As you can see, he's kind of this little shark here that's got some legs and little claws here at the front, but still not too bad looking. He's got some nice little stickers on him. As you see, a little Decepticon logo up here at the fins, some other stickers on top and the legs. So not too bad. His gun actually plugs in down here, but as you can see, for some reason I'm going to have to get like super glue or something because it just kind of falls out. So it's a little unfortunate. We'll put it to the side for the moment. His mouth can go open a little bit there. But that's basically Overbite there in his shark mode. Let's go ahead and get him transformed. First thing that we're going to do is pull this section apart right here, and let's leave it just like that. These will kind of just set down and serve as kind of like balance for him. You're going to move this fin over to the side, pull this up and this back, and move the fin like this, and then this will just kind of break apart and go down like that. With the fist, go ahead and click those just like so, and click those forward so you can kind of have like a little joint in the elbow. And we'll equip them with this little gun. And there you have Overbite. Just make sure it's focused for you. And again, pretty nice head sculpt. I do like the detail in these guys. There he is in his robot mode. Again, quite a bit of back kibble, and the feet are a little funny looking, but it is what it is. So he does have that little gun mode, and we're not going to get the standout again, so it's pretty much the same thing, but we'll go to gun mode on each one of these. So let's go ahead and take this gun out for the moment. Going to pull this down. These are going to just lay back flat, just like so. This section here is going to come all the way back, and you can flip that back up around if you want. Oops, push that in. This section right here you're going to leave, and this is going to come forward, and this is going to come forward. And this is something else you need to be careful that you make sure is included whenever you buy this guy, because these little things, for no reason, I guess so they could rotate, but they just come out pretty easy, so that's something to be aware of. Like I said, you might want to try to track down just the you want to make sure that you get one 100% complete, because if you don't, you're going to have a lot of trouble trying to find all the little pieces that you need. But there's basically the gun. It's very long. This is the one that a lot of the times you'll see being used as a target master or a gun for Piranacon, because you can't do it if you want it that way, but I'm actually going to do it a different way when I put them in Piranacon mode. But yep, there you go. There's Overbite. Let's get on to the next one. Right, so let's go ahead and take a look at Sea Wing. As you can see, he's this kind of like a little flying manta ray, or at least he is in the show. But it's got some decent stickers. One of them's coming off there. Nice Decepticon logos. Again, they still have, you know, in their little beast modes, they have some nice little mold detail, which I actually do like. It's very nice. So let's go ahead and get them transformed to a robot mode. You're going to take his guns off, which kind of look like they got little wings on them as well, so that's kind of cool. Then with this section, you're going to pull this back. Go ahead and pull these back as well. With these feet, you're going to come out individually, come down, and then push down again, and spin them around. Make sure they're locked in place. Do the same with this one. Come down with that, spin around, and pull back. There you go. So he's got a little bit of individual foot or leg articulation, but not that you could do anything with it anyway. With his arms, you're going to just push these tabs back, and if you wanted to give him, I guess, elbow articulation, you could just, you know, move this up, but you're going to have this little section down here in the way. Go ahead and arm him up. And there you have Sea Wing and his robot mode. He's still got the same amount of detail there in his head, so it looks really nice. Unfortunately, it only has that yellow visor, so you can't really see a whole lot there. I don't know how well my camera's picking up, because you can kind of see how large these heads are. There's my thumbnail, so. Again, a lot of back kibble, but it's to be expected. Alright, let's get into the third mode, which is the gun mode. Go ahead and take these two sections off. And again, if you're looking at buying these guys and you don't have this 100% complete, you can see that there's differences on these two wings, or these two guns right here. So these are going to connect. If I can get them on there. There we go. Just like so. You can also hold this as a single gun if you wanted to. So you could do it like that. But to get him the way he's supposed to be, you're going to bring these arms and just leave those out just like so. Bring this around. I'm going to fold out this little section right here. And these are just going to come up just like that. And you would plug the gun in there. And so there's his little gun mode. It's alright. It just looks like a mistransformed transformer with a gun attached to his feet. That's pretty much what these things look like, but it is what it is. So let's get on to the next guy. Alright, so now we're going to take a look at Scalor, which again, I don't know how to pronounce whatever type of beast he is. Colalanth or something like that, whatever. But very menacing looking. You can see he's got his nice little scales there and some little fins back here. Little webbed feet, some nice little scales again here. You can see that on his arms. His mouth can also open as well, a little bit. The unfortunate thing is these guns, they really don't fit in these peg holes up here too good. But let's go ahead and take them off anyway. We'll set them to the side. And there's basically him. So let's go ahead and get this guy transformed. First thing we're going to do is push that to the side, lift back on that section there. You're going to pull this forward, just like so, and then this will just come down, just like that. These will serve as balance for him. And you got the fist here. And he's got these like thick forearms here, so he kind of looks like Pie, you know. Go ahead and put these guns in his hand. Get them in there. Get in there, buddy. There we go. So there is Scalor, and just make sure we focus in on the face so you can kind of see that all the little faces are different. I think they look really cool. I like the color scheme of these guys. And there's a little 360 of him. He's not too bad. His forearms look a little funny, but it is what it is. Probably said that quite a few times in this review. As far as these weapons, another little reminder, because you come with two, they're going to be the ones that combine. Make sure one is kind of like a smaller hole and the other one's much larger so that you can combine them if you are missing those pieces. So put them together, they'll look just like that. Same thing, they can fit in this hand if you wanted to. Just kind of like a little double gun. Now for his gun mode, you're going to put these hands in, pull the head out, pull that down, and move these feet all the way back. And just make sure those are straight. Pull these forward, and then you're going to connect that into the bottom of his mouth. And there you have his gun. I think you put this up as well. But there's his little gun, and it will just plug in there. So it looks alright. That one's not too bad. So let's take a look at the next. Now taking a look at Untitled. He does have a couple of different modes that you can use in this lobster mode. This is another one that I like a lot. I think it's really cool looking. You can see some, he's supposed to be a lobster, so got that lobster tail right there. A few stickers on there. You can see some on the top there. You can put this gun down here, which is more or less for his gun mode. It does have the mouth that can open and close there, so you can go ahead and close that if you wanted to. You could actually pull this back and flip this up a little bit right here, and you can put that gun back there, so it's kind of like a little tank there. Not too bad. So let's go ahead and get into the robot mode. Set his gun to the side. You already got this pulled out. Just go ahead and flip that down. You're going to flip this section down right here, and one of the cool things with this, as you can see, the head kind of comes out with it, which is a little bit different. So you got a big hole right there. With these, you're going to come out just like that, where these can fit around just like so. And lift his arms up. We'll give him this little gun here. And there he is in his robot mode. Make sure focus in on that face sculpt. Not a bad little figure. A couple of different ways you can do him in robot mode as well. I usually kind of leave those out and put these up. I think that kind of looks a little cool as well. Makes him a little heavy, so maybe that's why you don't do it, but I don't think that looks too bad. So let's go ahead and take a look at his gun mode here. You are going to move these back in just like that, and I'll leave those back. This is going to stay out like so. This you're going to pull down, and then pull these down, and stick the gun here at the bottom of his foot. And there's his little gun mode, and it'll actually hold or plug in at this part right here. So he's kind of got like a long back. But there's his gun mode. Let's go ahead and take a look at Snaptrap. Now taking a look at Snaptrap, he does come with the figure itself, Piranacon's head, 2 feet plates, 2 fists, the chrome sword, and the gun. The chest plate's actually part of the figure itself. So let's go ahead and move these things to the side because we won't need them in this particular figure. Move these to the side as well. Not a little bad sea turtle there, or actually it is a bad sea turtle. Being a Decepticon, you can see he's got some nice stickers all the way around on top as well. You got some nice chrome throughout here. His mouth does open and close, so go with that up and close all the way. It does have this little lever here. If you see his little cannons go back and forth, so like he's shooting. Has a little bit of articulation. You can move his head up and down, part of transformation. You know, these go back and forth, or they can even bend right here as well. You do it too much, and his fist is going to start coming out. These back here go different ways, however you want it. But that's pretty much him. There's the back of him. He's got a little bitty tail, just like a little turtle. So let's go ahead and get him transformed. First thing you're going to do is pop this section off right here, and we'll set it to the side. Get my camera adjusted for you. Next thing we're going to do is just pull these off, and they're just pegged in right there. Do the same with this one, and we'll just push these up, just like so. Next thing is pull these down. And I like these legs. They're kind of like Hunger, to where you can kind of separate them. They're not just straight lines. You guys know what I'm talking about. You also have these little back sections back here you can pull out to give him a little bit of support for his. He's so back heavy. You can spin this around, pull these down, and whenever you come out with this, his fist will automatically reveal himself. Do the same with this one. So, I mean, even though you can see his waist here, he's still got that big backpack. Still, even with the heel spurs, a little back heavy. He's standing there. But once you put in the weapons here, he does stand fine. Put that one in there. Get in there. And you can actually put this on here. It has 2 little things that can come out. We'll just pull this one out if we can get it. They look like the little bitty heads of the other guys. Put that in his shoulder, and he's got his shield. So not too bad looking. Like all the colors on them and all this decals and stickers and stuff like that. So not a bad guy. I believe the original 1988 one is a black head. I might be mistaken there. I haven't done a whole lot of research on it. I basically want to do a review on the figure, let you guys see all of them up close. And now we'll get into the combined mode Piranacon. So be right back. Alright guys, finally we're going to go into Piranacon mode. So as you can see, I have all the guys here in their robot form. So first guy that I'm going to start messing with is I'm just going to put him back into his beast mode, and you'll see why here in a bit. I'm going to put his arms down, and I'm going to pull this down and take one of those stands that were used to keep him in gun mode, and I'm going to put it there and just set it to the side. You'll see why here in a bit. Alright, the next guy that I'm going to get is him. This is going to be my leg. You can do however you like. This is the way that I like to do them, so this is the way I'm going to show you. Everyone can change up however they want. And just plug this foot onto that, and yeah, you're going to push that in. Automatically did it for me. So we'll set that foot to the side. He's going to be my next foot. I like using these guys that have these 2 little extra pieces over here to the side. And plus, whenever you set them, push them down together, they're about the same height, which I'll show you here in a second. So that's why I decided to do that. As you can see, they're pretty much, whenever you go to heads and they plug into Snaptrap there, they're pretty much the same height. Where the other ones, they're off by just a little bit, so that's why I chose to make those my legs. Alright, next guy here, Tentacle. We're going to make him our right arm. So we're going to leave this extended here, pull this out, flip this around, and just kind of flip these legs kind of out to the side, just like so. Go ahead and put that hand in, and we'll go ahead and put a sword in. So that is pretty much done. Go ahead and grab this guy here, C-Wing, and we're going to make him our other leg, or I'm sorry, our left arm. Pull that out with this section. How to do this? Yeah, push these out this way. Do the same with this one. And with these things, leave. How did I do those before? I think these just set over to the side. Yeah, there we go. So move these things before you move those out. There we go. There's that. Push that in. And those kind of just set up flush against each other. Alright, and pull that up. Put that fist in there. That gun in there. Hopefully everything is showing up on camera, focused. I'm not really sure if it is. Alright, now we're going to come to the main guy, the main buddy here, Snapdragon. So first thing that we're going to do is go ahead and fold these hands up here, which will hide his original fist. Back here, I'm going to leave these down. You'll see why here in a bit. It kind of has to do with that other guy we did earlier. Move these to the back, just like so. His shield, or the back part of his sea turtle here, what you're going to do is pull out these two sides here, and they're going to just plug in and kind of secure that in there. Go ahead and move this up for his chest, or his crest there. We'll put the head on here in a bit. I'm going to go ahead and put these arms on. Just plug into the side just like any other G1 combiner. Oh yeah, and with his legs down here, you need to kind of separate and then bring those down. So you want them kind of at a wide stance. Right there. Looks like that'll work a little bit. Yeah, there we go. So put that guy in there. Put this guy in here. And you see that he's a little forward heavy. So putting his head on, what I like to do is I leave these legs back just like so. And I grab this guy right here, leave his little lobster tail in between there, and just kind of get that adjusted to where it kind of looks decent. And I just like the way it looks. It kind of makes him a little bit more back heavy, or puts a little bit more support on his back, so he doesn't always lean forward. I totally forgot to do this guy's hands. Alright, just push those back. There we go. That's good enough. But I also think it looks cool with like that little extra cannon piece right there. Then you also have these like little claws here, so you can definitely tell that you know, he is the king of the sea. And also had a couple of size comparisons. Oh, I guess we'd give a little 360 of them. We got some nice chrome on there. Like the little crest, his head or helmet there, looks nice. And that doesn't look too bad. Now you can use this guy as a target master, or switch them out for, you know, Tentacle, or wherever you want to do. And any of them, like I showed you earlier, can be a target master. You can hold it. It just makes them that much more top heavy, and kind of looks stupid that it just touches the ground. So move him over here to the side. Couple of size comparisons. These guys were in the Super God Master Force show as well. So you have Skullgrin here. And a couple other combiners. Here he is with Minosaur. So you can kind of see that he's a little bit taller than Minosaur. We can get him to stand up straight. But yeah, and this guy's definitely, you know, the shortest combiner ever. And here he is next to Abominus. So as you can see, Abominus is a little bit taller there. But thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will talk to you guys later.